everyone, what's going on? Joey here, and I hope you guys aren't completely snowed in, considering that we have like 2 feet here. I don't know what you have there. But tonight we have another episode of The Masked Dancer, and so I figured let's go ahead and go through the clues, the pitch correct audio, and everything we know about tonight's episode. Now before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. So yes, tonight we get to see the top 5. That's right, we get to see the Tulip, the Sloth, the Cotton Candy, the Zebra, and the Exotic Bird. Only one is going home. Who do you think it is? We do have a guest judge tonight. It is Maya Bialik, and you know her from The Big Bang Theory and the new Fox show, Call Me Kate, which kind of makes sense on why they have her on the show. But anyway, they just put out a preview around, I would say, noon today, so here's a clip of it.
What a way to kick off the final 5 here on The Masked Dancer.
With one last chance to dance in the semifinals, the competition gets fierce.
Whoa!
And Maya Bialik gets in on the guessing.
This is Oscar De La Hoya. Barry Bonds.
Who is Barry Bonds?
So as you can see, oh man, all I can say, wait, I do have to say this. Ashley Tisdale, for some reason on this show, hasn't guessed anyone right so far, and she didn't know who Barry Bonds is. Don't put all your money in your basket on agreeing with Ashley. Just putting that out there now. I think Brian Austin Green's pretty good on this series. So if you're going with guesses, I'll leave Ashley's time to decide. Sorry, Ashley, I don't mean any harm behind it, but you don't know who Barry Bonds is. Come on, we're the same age. Anyway, I figured we'll go ahead and go through last week's clues to see if our clues match up, and we'll play the pitch correct audio for you guys. If you have no idea what the pitch correct audio, it's very simple. Every single week we have these brand new clue packages, and in those clue packages are the celebrities talking, but Fox is smart. They're like, ayo, we can't let them speak with their regular voices, because if we do, people are going to recognize them, right? You see? And so they take the audio, they speed it up, and then they pitch it up. Then that way you have no idea who's under the mask. Now, I'm an executive audio producer in New York City, where it's my job to pretty much manipulate audio left and right, and so I figured I could slow down the audio and pitch correct it. That way you can hear the real celebrity voice. Now you take that audio, you bring it to your clue list, and you see if the clues match up, and if you have like a top 3 guess, you'll go ahead and play an interview clip of that person speaking. You compare it to our audio, and then boom! You go ahead and find who it is, unless you don't have the right person on your list, and then you'll never find out who it is, and you're gonna find the right person. Now, we've done reveal videos for every single person up here with the exception of the Cotton Candy, which we'll probably reveal on Friday for you guys. So if you wanna watch the reveal video for any of them, we have the Tulip, we have the Sloth. Well, the Sloth was kind of exposed, he kind of exposed himself. We have the Zebra, and we have the Exotic Bird. Those videos will be linked in the description below. And also, as a reminder, an hour before the show tonight, Eastern Time, we will be doing a pre-show live stream for the top 5. So you join me, we'll go through all the clues, the pitch correct together. We'll go ahead and confirm our guesses up here and who we think is under the mask, and we'll have a lot of fun doing it. So anyway, let's go ahead and start off with the clues from last week, starting off with Cotton Candy. Cotton Candy pointed out that she's no stranger to competition. So someone who goes to competitions, which could be some kind of cheer dancing, it could be gymnastics, things like that. A visual clue was a sign that said practice, practice, practice with 14 rings on it. Cotton Candy also said her super clue was a little piece of her. Her super clue was 5 gold balloons. Rapid fire questions, remember they introduced that last week where they had 15 seconds to go ahead and pretty much ask as many questions as possible to get yes, no answers, and I actually really enjoyed that, and I hope they continue that for tonight's show. They didn't really talk about it in the teaser, but we found out that she has a lot of tights at her house. Ice plays a role in her life. She cannot do what she's known for in heels, and she's known for being physically fit. So let's go ahead, and the way we're gonna do the pitch correct audio is we'll play a little bit of the original audio they gave us, and then we'll slam our new audio to the back. So here you go.
Wow, Super 6! I'm no stranger to competition, but this has been different.
Wow, Super 6! I'm no stranger to competition, but this has been different. after my fall. I wasn't sure if I could even keep on dancing.
Now comment below who you think the cotton candy is. Now it's time for Exotic Bird. She says that when she started this show, she was stressed because she was made fun of for her dancing before. She is standing in front of a wall that said legendary in XOXO behind her, and then of course there was Bernie Sanders. I kind of think it's funny that they put in some kind of pop culture into there a little bit. We see $1.43, a Rhythm Nation sign, and that she goes on to say that her life has changed since being a mama bird, so she just became a mother. She mentioned she was rediscovering her sultry side. Her super clue was a rose tattoo, which is funny. And if you know who this is, then it kind of makes sense. Rapid fire questions. We found out that she's been in a music video, she's been in a campaign ad, and the word model means something to her. So here's the pitch correct audio. Here you go.
When this competition started, I was super stressed. I've been made fun of before for my dancing.
When this competition started, I was super stressed. I've been made fun of before for my dancing. But when the music began, I felt...
So comment below who you think the exotic bird is. Now it's time for the Sloth, who I think he's probably the one having the most fun on the show. You watch him dance and it's like, oh, he's just having look, if I was in the show, I'll be doing what he is. He's just being a goofball. And if you know who it is, this is him normally. So, Sloth said this show has made him step out of his comfort zone. A visual clue showed an image of a dad, a mom, and a child. So someone who maybe has a kid and is married. He said that he's been doing new dance styles every single week and doing this routine. We saw this sign that said Yankee Street, which could mean that this person's from New York City or New York State. His super clue was number 18 on a Star Mobile, which is like in a kid's crate. Not a kid's crate, that's a weird thing to say. In a kid's crib, there you go. It's above the child. It has like things hanging down from it, and it kind of turns. It helps the child go to sleep. Now it's time for the rapid fire. What did we learn? He would be an elephant if he wasn't a sloth. His costume is not making him more at ease. It's hard being away from his family. Now it's time for the pitch correct audio.
I may not be new to the dance floor, but this show has made me step out of my comfort zone.
I may not be new to the dance floor, but this show has made me step out of my comfort zone. It helps that no one knows who I am.
Now comment below who you think the Sloth is. We only have 2 people left. Next is the Tulip, who's your guy's favorite person. Every time I put up an Instagram story like, hey, who do you guys like? What's going on? Tulip always wins. She said that she never enjoyed competing. We saw 3 critics with signs saying not good enough. We see a phone with the app Mask Dancergram. It's someone who's on Instagram. She said she was going back to her first dance style. Her super clue was a picture from a 2nd annual mother-daughter dance. And what did we learn for the rapid fire? She has never thought of where she would retire, so someone who's very young. She's a pro at memorizing dialogue. That's definitely not me. And running low on battery on her phone would be worse than running out of gas. Now it's time for the pitch correct audio. Here you go.
So it's the Super 6. This competition just got real. Believe it or not, I've never really enjoyed competing.
So it's the Super 6. This competition just got real. Believe it or not, I've never really enjoyed competing. But since being here, I'm starting to fall in love with performing again.
And comment below who you think it is. Now it's time for the zebra. That's right, the last person on the show. He said that he had 2 left feet before he was a zebra, which is a term for someone who may be a little bit clumsy in the beginning of their life. He said that wearing a mask freaked him out because of his claustrophobia. Visual clues included graham cracker with the letter E, which after I put up my reveal video for you guys, you told me that means a gram and then an E. Grammy. Get it? This person has a Grammy. And we sold light bulbs on a pole during his dance, and dancers had 99 on it. His super clue was a shirt with KO, knockout, so obviously a boxer. And what did we learn from the rapid fire? He has acted before. When asked if he's undefeated, he says, I'm still here. And he's known for a hook. And the last one is that his fans may have heard his music.
You know, I had 2 left feet even before I became the zebra. But look where I am now, the Super 6.
You know, I had 2 left feet even before I became the zebra. But look where I am now, the Super 6.
Anyway, those are all the clues and the pitch correct audio I have for you guys. Comment below who you think they are. Now, if you made it to the end of the video, there is one thing I want to add in. Yesterday, Julie and I was planning on doing some kind of snow vlog. I know the day before we went outside, we showed you guys, which at that point I think had like 16 inches on the ground. I'm looking out my window now, like there's still 2 feet of snow outside, and it has to get more on Monday. But yesterday we went out to go film another video for you guys, and we got stuck in the snow. Not us, but our car got stuck in the snow, and it went down a hill. We slid into like this giant pile of snow. I was on the ground for 3 hours with a small shovel, digging the car out, and Julia was filming it all. It is really funny, just because we went to this one neighborhood because they have these, you know what giga mansions are, or I guess, I don't know what they call them. They're like mansions that are like $100 and something million. So we wanted to go and take photos in front of them just because why not? And we got stuck there. So it was a bad idea, but it wound up being really funny. So if you want to check out those videos, we didn't wind up filming a whole vlog about it, but we filmed just enough to kind of put on an Instagram video. So if you jump on my Instagram at Joey Contino, I put together a whole, it's not as a story, it's actually on as videos individually. You just keep swiping on my regular posts. So you can check that out. It's just really goofy. Julie and I always find ourselves in crazy situations, and I think it's funny because she just stood there and watched me shovel. No, that's okay with me. I do all the work. That's why we got married. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you an hour before the showtime for the pre-show. See you later. Bye.